All right, dude. Well, here, as if this wasn't bad enough, dude. So you have your meal of mealworm pasta and cricket stew. Then afterwards, from eating this delicious meal, you know how when you eat a big steak, a big meal, you get a little sweaty and stuff, you get like the meat sweats and everything. Well, after you get the meat sweats from eating these crickets or whatever, you can go and take a shower and you can wash up with snail slime soap.
What, they have showers at a restaurant?
No, I'm just saying that they're making that.
This is another product?
This is another story.
Oh, okay. Another
product.
Snail slime.
No, they're making soap out of snail slime.
All right.
Foamy slime bubbles onto so-and-so's hand as he lightly rubs one of the thousands of snails he keeps in an enclosure in the backyard. Ugh, you got to see this picture. It's fucking gross.
Snails.
It's fucking gross.
Sure it is.
Look at this green.
What I'm surprised at, and I know this is old. They call it escargot.
Yeah.
But I can't even imagine eating a snail. And I know
it's awful.
Well, I know it's a delicacy. Some people enjoy it. I'll have a plate of snails, please. It's like, ugh, no,
it's fucking gross. It really is gross. Well, look at that green goo.
Yeah, I know. That's just appetizing. Look at that.
There's the soap.
Yeah, snail slime.
Snail slime soap.
So stupid.
People are fucking. Look at that. Ugh. You hungry? Hungry, or just want to use that one to wash your hands with?
Yeah. Throw me a snail here. I got a little grease on my hands.
Just finished tuning up the car. Can you give me 5 snails, please?
Yeah.
Ugh. Look at that. Look at that shit. Ugh. That is fucking gruesome.
What is this? What is this obsession with thinking that you're doing something good for the earth because you're using snails and bugs and shit? Because everything else that exists on this earth also comes from this earth. Mm-hmm. You're not getting it from another planet or outside of the the sphere of the world. You're also getting it from the earth. Why is what you're mining or extracting from the earth one thing is better than the other? Why is that?
It's ridiculous. The whole thing is fucking nutty.
As a kid, maybe, I don't know, maybe your mom did this or not. Remember a pumice stone?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's made out of volcanic
ash. Yeah,
exactly. It's pumice.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that came out of the world. That came out of the earth. But at the same time, Mount St. Helens blew its top and it threw a ton of pollutants into the atmosphere.
Yeah.
But that came from the earth.
Yeah.
We had no control over that. That Mount St. Helens spewed more ash and debris into the atmosphere than was created by all the factories and cars and shit for like 50 years or some shit like that. That's what they determined.
Yeah. But we can't control that. We can control this.
Yeah, please.
We can stop with the dove and start going with the snail.
Yeah, remember the fallout from Mount St. Helens when it blew? It affected probably a majority of the northern states because that pollutant and that ash and everything. Remember the whole what was this, 1980 or something like that?
Yeah, 1980.
So this is something we as man had zero control over.
Mm-hmm.
But this thing pumped as much ash and pollutant into the air that was ever created by man over, it was, I can't remember what the number was, but it was decades.
Yeah.
It threw decades worth of pollutant into the air, but nobody went, oh my God, we're going to end. Somehow, miraculously, the earth just healed itself and it just kind of went away. And remember, what was it, 10 years ago? Remember that Remember that pipe under the ocean that broke, the spigot under the
Oh,
ocean?
yeah. That
Was pumping
all the
millions
oil.
and millions and millions and millions of gallons of oil, and they had to go down there and figure out how to cap that thing off.
Yeah.
But for weeks it was spewing oil out of it, which comes from the earth, by the way.
Right.
And they finally figured out how to cap that thing. Never heard a goddamn thing about it again.
No.
Never heard about fallout from it, or how it destroyed the atmosphere, or how it destroyed the ocean, or any other thing. It just sort of went away.
Same with Fukushima.
Yeah.
Fukushima happened, and I don't even know that they stopped fishing in Japan. Again, that's me being uninformed, though, YouTube. I did not do my research when I made that statement. Let me be clear on that.
Well, I don't know if you remember, because you're a couple years younger than me, but in the 70s, which wasn't that long ago, 40 some plus years ago, they were talking about a new ice age.
Oh, yeah.
They were talking about the earth getting cooler, and that there was going to be this new ice age, and blah, 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 blah. And then we got into the 80s, and then there was this hole in the ozone. Remember the hole in the ozone, and everyone was going to get cancer, and you
have to stop using your spray hair stuff, your hairspray and your armpit spray, and
you had to stop using Aquanet and all this other shit. Then all of a sudden, that ozone thing just went away.
Yeah, haven't heard that talked about since then.
Yeah, just sort of went away. It's like, so what happened to this stuff?
Did it goes away when people stop being scared of it.
Exactly. It's no longer a story.
It's just we didn't realize that the media were such a bunch of fucking assholes back then.
Yeah. Well, thank God for bringing to our consciousness all the damage out there, Greta Thunberg.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. How dare you?
How dare you?
Shut up.
Shut up, kid. All right, let's find out more about this soap.
All right. Snail slope.
Snail slime soap. The 28-year-old French artisan began using the gastropod fluid to make soap bars, which he sells in local markets in December.
Wasn't Dove supposed to be the most pure soap in the world?
Oh, we've transitioned from Dove to Snail.
All natural ingredients. Wasn't that the whole thing? Remember they used to do the dunk test where they would have Dove soap in one, Dove soap in water, and they'd have some other soap in another, and they would dunk a glass in it, or some piece of glass into it, and they'd pull it up, and
one had slime on it, one was clear.
Exactly. Remember that?
Oh yeah. Dude, that was a whole trend in the 80s and 90s too, with remember everything they did that with, washing machines.
Remember Neutrogena? It was clear soap. Remember
Neutrogena,
Remember? You could see through it. It's so pure you could see through it.
Yeah, wow. How about that? Because that's what I want to clean my hands with, something I can't see.
Yeah, because it's so clean and pure that it's not going to damage anything.
That's great. Ignorance. All right, let's see here. It's all in the dexterity of how you tickle, DeRoser said as he extracted the slime, noting that the process does not kill the animals. Well, thank God for that.
So what is he, jacking off a snail?
He's jerking a snail off and getting its slime.
Come on, slime for me, you bugger.
Yeah. Do you like it, Snaily? Do you like it?
You like it when I touch you here under your shell? Yeah. You like it is that the spot right there? Come on.
Like when I rub your antennas there, sweetheart?
Exactly. Ejaculate your slime.
Yeah. Go ahead. Come on my hands. Come on my hands. I need to wash them. Come on my hands.
My hands are filthy. I need you to ejaculate on my hands.
Normally I wash cum off of my hands, but now I'm going to use it to wash my hands. Come on, Snaily, jizz on my fucking fingers.
Yeah, give me a good spurt.
Yeah. Give me.
I hope you haven't been watching snail porn before I got a hold of your
Yeah,
ass,
right.
because I need a good load.
I hope this snail's a squirter. What a fucking my God. All right, let's see. I only touch it with my finger. You
Yeah, I bet
see,
you
it's
do.
not violent. It's simple.
Yeah, he's fingering a snail.
Yeah, he's finger banging snails to wash his hands.
It's like, well, how does that work? Well, you hold the snail up, you put your finger gently under the shell, and you do
Yeah,
the come hither. You do the
that's right.
come hither, and you keep doing that. And
Mhm.
sooner or later, the snail becomes excited, it becomes rigid, and then it spews natural soap into your hand.
He's just tickling his pee spot, and he fucking getting a bunch of juice on his fingers.
That's a good title for this segment. Tickle my pee spot.
Yeah. Holy shit. All
Come
right,
on, snail. Spew on my hand.
That's right. Let's see. A former Air Force computer tech, whatever his name is, decided to start farming snails in the northern French town of something as a form of returning to nature. Once you observe and see how snails behave, they're actually very endearing, he said. It's really an animal that I love. Ugh.
An animal.
This is getting more and more creepy by the minute.
Is a snail an animal?
I think so. Yeah.
Is it?
What would you call it? A vegetable?
It's an insect.
A plant?
A plant, or is it
a plant? An insect is an animal.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I thought, all right. Who knows?
I thought you could only be like one of three: animal, vegetable, or mineral.
No, you're probably right.
Isn't that the saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's got to be an animal.
Okay.
Maybe it's not a zoo-worthy animal, but it's an animal.
Yeah. He got turned away from the zoo because he was just too common.
Yeah. Here, there he comes too much. Kept the zoo too clean.
Exactly.
Listen to this. This guy's a whack job. He has raised a total of 60,000 snails.
How does he know that?
Because he counts them, numbers them.
Yeah.
As they enter their reproductive season, most are transferred to a larger site, while around 4,000 are kept in an enclosure at his home to harvest the slime. Ew. So he's waiting until they're ready to fucking jizz, and then he fucking gets them to jizz.
Well, that reminds me of that girl on the movie Clerks, the original Clerks movie. She goes, that's why I masturbate animals. Remember that?
Yep. It's funny. A single snail will yield about 2 grams of slime, meaning he needs around 40 snails to produce 80 grams, enough to manufacture 15 100-gram soap bars. So 40 snails will make 15 soap bars.
Yeah. Wonder what that brings on the black market.
Ugh.
Hey, want some snail slime?
Why aren't they calling it snail jizz? Because that's really what this is.
That sounds like it's snail jizz to me.
It's not fucking like secretion from his fucking stomach or something.
Or it's throw up.
It's either puke or jizz or both. And you're washing your hands with puke and jizz?
Yeah.
Ugh. We need quite a lot of snails, he said. Although quite uncommon in Western cosmetics, snail mucus has become a more common ingredient elsewhere, including Korean beauty products, noted for its anti-aging properties. Ugh. I probably kissed some fucking snail-slimed bitch. Yuck. DeRoser said slime contained molecules of collagen and elastin, which have anti-aging and skin healing properties. Snails also naturally use their slime to repair their shells if damaged, he said. DeRoser said he aims to produce 3,000 snail slime soap bars in the first year of production. Damn, that's a lot of snails.
Yeah.
So there you go. So if you So what did we learn in this segment? That you can eat, that we're going to eat fucking bug chips and ant lollipops.
Yep.
And then we're going to wash our hands with some snail cum.
Yeah, exactly. Sounds like a delicious evening out. I would trade that for that porterhouse steak Jack Daniels fueled evening you had last night.
Absolutely. I'm looking to change my ways.
You're a Neanderthal compared to these inspirational stories.
I really am. Jesus, what is happening to our world?
Ugh.
All right, so there you have it.
All right.
Didn't mean to go this direction, but okay, that's good.
Hey, it's fun.
Yeah. Just
right.
Ridiculous.
It is ridiculous. Hail and kill, caller. You're on the air.
This is way more disgusting than any of the other stories you guys talk about. Hail and kill.
Disgusting. We don't talk about disgusting stories here, Tim.
Yeah.
Jesus. What kind of a show do you think we're running here?
We're trying to educate you on how to wash your hands.
Exactly. And eat healthy.
That's right. Trying to make you a better person.
Exactly. All right. Well, I think the best way to end this segment is to play some war.
All right.
Fucking an animal.
There you go.
So we'll come back and we'll wrap up the show for your Labor Day weekend.
All right.
All right. So here's some guar with fucking an animal exclusively here
on your class.
Thanks for checking out this episode of The Classic Metal Show. Get all of our episodes uncensored at www.theclassicmetalshow.com. Join us weekly from 9 p.m. till 3 a.m. Eastern at www.cmsradio.net. Participate in the live chat room at www.chatandkill.com. Once again, thank you for checking out The Classic Metal Show with Neeley and Chris. Hail and kill, fuck you, pal, and hand job.